everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Now today we're going to take a look at Cosmic Break, and this is an interesting game. It's kind of a cross between a first-person shooter, or should I say a third-person shooter, and kind of like a mech warrior type of game, because you kind of have your character and they are inside of like this little mech type creation, so to say. But it's kind of cool. You've got all kinds of different robots that you can essentially jump in, fly around in, all kinds of different weapons, and all kinds of different pieces of gear that you can actually attach to your characters and stuff like that. So let's get started. As you can see, you kind of have this great for beginners single mode, and what this does, it allows you to take and kind of get a good idea of the beginning of the game. We're going to jump in there first. Let's go take a look at that, show you guys what's going on. So basically you can go here, which is difficulty normal, or you go difficulty hard. We're just going to go with normal. Yep. And we're going to jump right in there. It's really cool. We're going to go ahead and start, and you kind of get to choose which one of the three basic units you want to use. Now, all of these girls have some sort of cleavage going on. Major cleavage here, under boob there, and side boob. You gotta love it. So we're going to go ahead and go with artillery to start, and you can see each one of these has different statistics and has nothing to do with their boobs, just different statistics based upon whether they're air, land, or artillery. We're going to go with artillery, jump right in. As you can see, there's no character creation in this part, and you're not even logged in. You're just jumping in, and essentially they're giving you the ability to run around and kind of just play the game without having to even log into the game. Now, we've got 8 minutes to go ahead and run around this map and take out all the different things that are on there. So we need to look for the stars, and then we need to also look for these red units. Take them out as they're coming in, nice and close. Now, pretty simple stuff. We move around with WASD. We hold down spacebar when we want to take off and start flying around. We push forward and stuff like that, basically to, the basic movement keys with WASD. So, and just like any shooter, keep moving, keeps you from getting hit by the bad guys, whether it be a simple NPC or a computer-controlled bad guy like this is right now, or something that we'll see later on where it's actually another player controlling the bad guys. So you want to take and keep moving around. One thing that I've learned, and as bad as I actually am at shooter games, that you just want to keep moving around. So let's take this guy out, and then we should be able to move on to the next section. There we go. There's some more that just popped up. Now, it's kind of cool. We can get in nice and close if we want to. Let's get in nice and close. And we actually can we use it with this character? Nope. This character actually has a completely different weapon for left click. It looks like it's actually a missile. So, but I can't use it right now for whatever reason. But let's see if we can draw these guys down here. What's going on? They're up on top, and I can't seem to get up there for whatever reason. So let's do it from up here. There we go. Now we can get up there and go start taking out this boss character right here. So let's get above him, start nailing him. And you can see his health is right above him. And you'll see when we get into one of the battle arena type matches that the health is always displayed right above the character, whether it be an NPC or a player character. And there we go. We took him out. Let's take out this tree. Let's take out that tree. And you can't stay up in the air forever. So you can only fly around for so long. You run out of energy, and then you have to do something else. And there we go. Warning, warning, we've got a boss. Now, one thing that I'm kind of disappointed about is the highest resolution is 800 by 600. And, I can live with that, and I don't have too much of a problem with that, but it is a bit of a disappointment because, this game is actually pretty fun, and I think with a higher resolution, they really could take this to the next level. Now, that doesn't mean that won't come with later updates. The game does get updated pretty frequently, and you have a decent amount of player base that play the game. I mean, I had a ton of you guys actually requesting that I do an Inside the Den video on this game, and that I actually take and do a full review on the game. So that's actually why I'm doing it, is because you guys requested it. So there's tons of people that play the game, but you have to expect that, when you have such low system requirements for a game. I mean, you can see art style-wise, really, really basic, and then you also have low screen resolutions. You open up to such a broader player base. So you're going to have this broad player base that can actually play the game, and it has that allure to a broad player base, whether it be a shooter player base or sci-fi type player base, or just someone who likes under boob, major cleavage, and side boob with what looks like a little bit of lacy lingerie underneath. But hey, whatever. We're going to skip this, and we're actually going to jump out of this. Let's see, how do we go back? So let's see. I think we have to go forward to go back. Let's see what we can do here. So we're on stage 2, and we can't get out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this and then figure out a way to get out of here, and then I'll come back once I'm out. So there you go. We got out of there. We're all logged in. I actually had to shut down. I don't know why the game wouldn't let me out, but for whatever reason, like my escape key stopped working or whatever. So you can see right now we've logged in. Unfortunately, I created a character. Once you create a character and then you choose a union, you aren't able to create another character. The character creation system is very, very basic though. There's a ton of different videos out there, and there's not a lot for me really to show you. You essentially pick your character type and your basic starting robot, and then you choose a paint type. But what's funny about that is once you get into the game, you actually pick additional robot types and paint types for all of those and customize those slightly, and then you carry a few different types of robots actually into each battle. But let's jump into channel 1. Let's get in there. Basic channel system. As you can see right now, there's between the 3 channel, there's about 450 people online. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I don't play this game very often. Maybe you guys can tell me if that's good or bad. I jump in and I see a lot of people. Now, it's difficult to tell though, because some of those channels only had like 70 or 80 people in them. And the difficulty is some of these battles get pretty big. They get up to like 30v30. And so if you've got this huge 30v30 battle going on and you've only got 70 people on a channel, it can be pretty difficult to actually get a full channel of people. But let's go ahead and let's just roam around a little bit and see what's going on. So you see you've got different players. I mean, they've got some really cool looking robots and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if we can check this guy out. No, we can try and attack him. We can shoot at him, which doesn't do any good. And then you've got about epic battles, and you've got some different little robots here that will tell you about different types of things. They've got little help question marks around them. But it's really cool to roam around and see all the different types of robots that people actually have and that they've created. And like I said, the game is highly customizable, so you have a lot of opportunity to really customize each of your characters and each of your robots and put different stuff on them, which is really pretty cool. So we can tab up, and you can see this is the map. Shows you all the different stuff, the arena counter, the ranking counter, so you can see what your rank is, your clan counter, so you can go and join a clan or look for a clan, stuff like that. And then you've got your central area. Let's go into our garage. So we go into our garage, and you can see here are the 3. So I ranked up new hero, received a reward from the union. So I got a sword bit, a blaster bit, and an axe sword bit. So let's confirm, and then we can go and we can actually look at that stuff in a second. So you can see these are the 3 robots that I have basically in my stable when I go into each battle right now. So let's go, and we're in the garage for community main garage. We can create a new robot. We can look at parts, and we can see all the different parts depending upon where they go. And there we go, there's extras, so we can take and we can either sell that, or I believe we could put that directly on our robots. So we've got a beginner pass and a little lotto cube. So some cool little, basic features. I really am kind of attracted to the fact that we could take and really just trick out our robot, which I think is really pretty cool. So, but you know, we're going to jump into a game real quick so you guys can see what that's like. All of these are 15 player matches. We're going to go ahead and jump into this one real quick. Let's do join, and let's see how we do. Now, basically the way the game works is when you go into each of these battles, we're waiting for this one to start up. When you go into each of these battles, this one starts in 2 minutes, so we're actually gonna we'll keep waiting for this one. We can wait while we talk about this different stuff. So basically what happens is, and you can see all the different places that people are there on the left-hand side next to their names. You can see like some people are ready for battle, some people are in their garage, whatever. At the top you can see it starts in basically 103 seconds right now. This is grade E, members 8, battle cemetery is the map, all that different stuff. So, but what I was saying is essentially when you get into the battle, what happens is each team starts with a certain number of points, and then as you take and as you die and you have to regenerate or respawn, so to say, you pick what kind of robot you want or what type of character you're going to respawn with, and then depending upon the type of character that you respawn with, you're able to respawn with a more powerful one or a less powerful one, and then that costs your teammates points. So whoever runs out of points first essentially loses. And you know, by taking in, and there's other ways to reduce the points throughout the game and stuff like that. But it's kind of a cool system. So instead of a certain number of kills or anything like that, at least in the mode that I saw. Now, I believe there are other modes that are basically your straight up deathmatch type mode and stuff like that. Some of you guys who play this game more often, go ahead and tell us more about the modes in the comments. And when I do my final write-up as well, I'm going to review all of the different modes and look into all of that stuff. But right now I haven't played the game enough to be able to talk about the modes in too depth. So it looks like we have a quest here. Okay, Jillian Jans, I'm currently working with Icy and Draken to train new heroes like yourself. Be happy to help you train, blah, blah, blah. The mate button at the top left. All right, so it looks like we can mate. So we got matching. Let's see, we got 10 seconds before we jump in. I'm really like just taken aback by running around and seeing all the cool stuff that some of these different guys have on their robots. So we're going to jump in and you'll see we'll all start in kind of the same spot. It's kind of cool, like all the maps kind of, I don't know, they just to me have like this Zelda-esque feel to them. They just, I guess it's just kind of the art style that goes along with these types of games. But let's go ahead and we're going to get started here shortly. We're waiting for everybody to log in. We're almost there. So you can see at the top, we've got 12,000 points and we're going to fight. So we're all going to take off in the same direction, I hope. Yeah, we are. So we've all got to take off and fly over this little ridge here, this little plateau. And then you could double tap in a certain direction, start running a little bit faster. You can see there's, I'm going to go ahead and stay with some of these guys because they look like they've got a little bit more protection than I do. So they're going to jump around. And the nice thing is you can see on the map where the other players are, so you can see exactly who you're shooting at, or you got to kind of get a radar lock on them. And you can already see some of the different styles, and you can tell these guys know that I am in one of the starting characters, and they are ganging up on me. It probably doesn't help that there was only one other character from my team there, so this is probably going to be a loss. But you can see right here, because she died, now I have to pick one of these other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this air guy, and you can see that costs 400 points to start. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and jump into the game, and let's see if we can do a little bit better. I doubt that this is going to get much better, because that other team looks stacked as far as their robots are concerned, weaponry wise and everything. So I don't think we're gonna be able to do too much damage, but I'm gonna stay in the back and just fire away, see if I can't at least get some good damage in on some of these guys before I die, because I don't think I'm gonna last too long in each of these little modes. So let's see, maybe we can at least help and do some damage to these guys. But you can see action packed. I mean, action in the game is just, I mean, constant. I got a guy behind me just kind of picking on me a little bit. So let's see if we can get him off my ass a little bit. See if I can get some help from my friends. Nope. Instead, well, I did take him out. Well, we did take him out, but my score is minus 598, so I have to come in with this little, looks like a supplier. I don't know, Lay's Chan. Actually, I can go in with my artillery again. So let's see if we can do any better. I don't think so. I think I'm kind of screwed as far as this game is concerned. I need to get into the more newbie-esque games, because right now this just looks like it is way far above my skill level, so to say. But we just did take one guy out, and you can see these games, they don't last very long. You can see we're already down to 3,650 total points out of our 12,000, and each time somebody dies, we lose points and all that stuff. Where'd that guy come from? He's just picking on me now. He's just trying to get up above me and beat on me. So, and I died again. But I did pick something up. So I've got these little boosters. So let's see if I can get back in and use one of those little boosters. So we got 6 seconds. Let's see. Not many points left. This is not going to take much longer. I really like the fact that each of these games go by so quick. So you don't have this, these games that are just last forever, so to say. So let's get in there. Let's see if we can get in there before we actually die. So there we go. We got buffed up a little bit. Let's see what all of these buffings do. Pretty much nothing. I'm pretty much getting wasted right now. There we go. Game set. I died to give up the game. So there you go. The Game Warrior, and they've got all these different titles. So it's really cool, all the different things. I actually got a title, probably because I died the most. Because I'm the worst player. So, Yeah, there we go. But let's go back to the lobby. Gives you guys a basic idea of the game. Has some really cool features. Some basics as far as the graphics are concerned. Sound-wise, I never understand why some of the games do this, but literally the game started at like 50% level on the background music and on the special effects, and it was literally blowing my eardrums out. So I had to turn it way down. So you're probably going to have to do that. But as far as the music and the sound effects are concerned, they're actually pretty well done. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And if you'd like to play or learn more about Cosmic Break, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.